Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray, your host. Thank you for watching. Today we are talking about 10 Les Pauls that aren't Gibson. So let's go ahead and take a look here at this article from Guitar Bomb. Even though there's a few on this list I don't agree with, and we will go over that as we go down the list. So starting at number 1, we have the Heritage H150. So, it was built by former Gibson employees in the original Kalamazoo, Michigan factory. Heritage guitars are close to a vintage Gibson as you can get without the actual name on the headstock. They often use similar construction methods and offer incredible quality in the classic tones, a far more competitive price than high-end Gibsons. Price-wise, we'll go ahead and just take a look on Sweetwater real quick. Gonna run you about $2,000. Gibson Les Paul Standard runs you about $2,800, and I would argue that these are more comparable to the custom shop range. Honestly, don't like the headstock. Gonna be honest with you, the body shape is pretty spot on. I think they're actually allowed to use the same body shape. They might have a license from Gibson or something along those lines. But all the offerings they have on Sweetwater right now, these boys are heavy. These boys are pushing 10 pounds, so that's something to factor in as well. But they're a cool brand, cool guitars. I do like them. But yet again, can I get over the headstock? That is to be debated. Got a Lemon Burst, they got a P90 Quip 1. There's all different varieties. Number 2, the Epiphone Les Paul, which I kind of think should not be on this list because Gibson owns Epiphone, but it's on there. It's an option. Why check it out? Well, owned by Gibson, Epiphone has significantly closed the gap in quality and features with its Gibson counterparts. Though the Inspired by Gibson and Inspired by Gibson Custom series, they offer Les Paul classic looks, tone, and feels at a much more accessible price point, $1,300, if you're wondering what that price point is typically. After incorporating Gibson specs and electronics, they usually have Gibson custom buckers. Thankfully, with Epiphone, there are numerous choices available at various price points, which all suit just about any budget. So yeah, I mean, there's a wide variety of Epiphone Les Pauls. Your Epiphone Les Paul Standard, which has Epiphone humbuckers, and pretty much everything is Epiphone in there. That's going to run you around $800, but you go to the Inspired by range if you want the Gibson headstock shape, you're going to be looking at $1,300. The main difference between the two is no nitrocellulose finish. So honestly, if Epiphone slapped a nitrocellulose finish on their guitars. They did once a very long time ago. I think it was called the Epiphone Elite series. Those are pretty expensive guitars. If they started putting a nitrocellulose finish on these things, they would sell super quick. And I think a lot of people would stay away from the lower end Gibsons at that point and just go for 100% Epiphone because they have that true nitro finish. But Epiphones do not currently have that nitro finish. There's wide variety of different colors. They also don't have a full gloss finish. They have a semi-gloss or BOS gloss, whatever the heck they're calling it now. It's kind of like a buffed up satin. I prefer a full gloss, at least on the top. It doesn't, the back can be all satin. I don't really care. The neck being satin is a very nice feel. But I like the top to be all nice and glossy and shiny, and the headstock too, preferably to be all nice and glossy and shiny. That is a personal preference. The PRS SE Single Cut McCarty 594. And there is a wide variety of Paul Reed Smith single cut guitars. The SEs are typically the ones I think made in either Indonesia or Korea. So why check it out? Paul Reed Smith is renowned for its quality and playability. The SE single cut offers a slightly shorter 25.5 scale length, similar to a Les Paul, a comfortable wide fat neck, and PRS signature attention to detail. It proves versatile. Articulate humbucker tones with excellent sustain with a stunning aesthetic feel. Yeah, this is one that I've been meaning to try to... I've played a few of them. I don't want to buy a brand new one. Pretty much everything I buy is used. But I have just not found one for a decent price point that I want to pay for one. PRS in general, I'm not very warm to them. I like my Gibsons, I like my Fenders, I like my Peavies. My Ibanez's, Jacksons are good. LTDs, but PRS is just one of those brands where I know they make good quality stuff, but it's I've never picked one up off the shelf and been like, oh my god, I need to get one of these right now. Ultimately, that's kind of my general feelings about PRSs. Okay, so they got a whole wide variety of colors as well. Next, we're going on to the ESP LTD EC1000 series. These are fantastic guitars, a little pricey, not super expensive, I don't think. We'll go ahead and take a look. I think they're around $1,000. Yep, $1,000. Also an overseas-made guitar. Some of these have 24 frets, some have 22. You got to be careful, though, because if you're looking for the full thickness bodies, I think the customs mainly have the full thickness bodies. Some do, some don't. Sometimes they have stainless steel frets, sometimes they have Floyds on them. Fishman Fluence pickups, EMGs, Seymour Duncans is typically everything you see in there. Locking tuners, Graph Tech nut, pretty much everything you want in a modern Les Paul is typically in one of these things. And as I said, they've been made for a very long time, wide variety of colors, wide variety of pickup options as well. I had a black metal, which is essentially an EC1000, but with only one pickup. Satin finish. Pickup was too hot for me. That was, it's called the black metal for a reason. When you have like an 18 ohm pickup, you're pretty much only playing that thing on distortion. I think it had a splittable coil, but even it was still kind of hot. So why check it out if you're into modern rock and metal? The LTD EC1000 series is a fantastic option. These guitars often feature active pickups, thinner necks, excellent upper fret access. They're built for speed, aggression, while maintaining a classic single cut. There's also the E2 range, which is made in Japan, and if you really got money and want to spend a bunch of money on an actual ESP, they are made in the USA as well, if that's what you're looking for. And there's a nice purple one. There's a satin custom looking one as well. Tokai Love Rock series. These things I actually know nothing about, I'll be honest with you, so I'm not sure. It looks like these are straight from Japan, being it does have the Gibson headstock. Why check it out? Tokai has a long-standing reputation for producing incredibly accurate, high-quality Les Paul replicas, particularly their Japanese-made models. Many players consider them to be on par with or even superior to Gibsons in terms of build quality and vintage accuracy, often at a lower cost. On the used market, they are hard to track down than the rest of the guitars on our list, but are worth checking out if you can find one. Ideally, look for the Japanese-made models. Yeah, this is something where it looks like this is like a one-for-one copy of a Gibson Les Paul, obviously, including the headstock minus the name brand. But you probably got to go to Japan or know a Japanese seller and ship one of these over, and that can make costs pretty expensive. So that's something to think of as well. But that does look like a really cool guitar. The Schecter Solo 2, number 6. Why check it out? Schecter often is a modern take on the single cut. The Solo 2 provides excellent playability, often with comfort neck profiles, high output pickups, and focus on contemporary rock and metal tones. They are known for their solid construction and great value. Yeah, Schecter makes good stuff. I've had a couple of Schecters, 7-string and a 6-string. 7-string had a very blocky kind of fender neck joint, so even with 24 frets, it was very hard to get up there. And then I think it was like a neck through or set neck. I don't remember. It was a 6-string. It was like a diamond series, and that thing played very well. I only had that for a very, very short time. I don't remember if I traded it or sold it, but they're solid guitars. They work. Different pickup options. Yet again, a lot of the times it's Schecter's own pickup options, but you can go higher up the line and get something fancier as well. Let's see what one of these is running for. We'll go ahead and take a look at the price. Also $1,000. Between this and the LTD, I'd probably lead more towards the LTD. Let's see what it tells us in terms of pickups. Neck hardware. Yeah, Schecter US. Oh, they do have the Schecter USA pickups. So they're pretty even. But it's something to keep in mind as well. Weird horn shape. Don't like the horn shape on them, I'll be honest. Now another one, Eastman. SB series, which are very, very cool. These are nitro finish, for those of you looking for that. Why check it out? Eastman guitars are known for their exceptional craftsmanship, vintage-inspired designs, and modern refinements. The SB series offers high quality, particularly experience with premium tone woods on a more custom shop feel that many production guitars are in this price range. So I would argue this is like a Gibson custom shop without being in the custom shop. Nitrocellulose finish. You got the longer neck heel, I believe, on these things. Very nice pickups. Pretty much everything you want in a high-end Gibson, but significantly less money. I think brand new, they're in that $2,000 to $3,000 range, I believe, if I remember correctly. Gretsch Electromatic Jet Series. Why is this on the list? I don't know. It looks interesting. I got no issues with Gretsch in general, but at the same time, it is a funky looking guitar. I wouldn't really call it, it's a single cut, I wouldn't really call that a Les Paul shape. So why check it out? While not direct clone, the Gretsch Jet Series shares a single cut body shape, but offers a distinct tonal flavor with its Filtertron pickups. If you're looking for something more chimey, an articulate sound, great for rockabilly, classic rock, and even some indie sounds. And the Jet is fantastic. And they just released a pair of sparkly finished models, which we wrote about recently. Let's go ahead. Gold Sparkle. Why not? What are these going for? Yeah, no, that's not bad at all. Bigsby for $800. Can't complain too much about that, I would say, in all honesty. There's a couple of other different colors, a couple of different pickup configurations. Number 9, also not sure why this is on the list. Reverend Guitars celebrates the unique design, innovative features like a bass. The Sensei is their single cut-ish offering, more akin to an SG. Yes, I was saying, why is this on a Les Paul list? This looks like it's a different take on an SG, but cool guitar nevertheless, often featuring their priority pickups that deliver a wide range of tones, from clear, articulate, fat, aggressive sounds. Let's see what this thing's selling for. Yeah, $8.99, that's not too bad for one of those. Different pickup configurations, that's a cool one, I like that one as well with the flame photo finish. The last one is a Hangstrom Swede Super Swede. Hangstrom, I think I've heard of them before. It's been a long time. What are they going for? Do they tell me a price on these? $9.55, okay. I'm assuming also made in China. Probably. 9 out of 10. But doesn't make a difference. Why check it out? Hangstorm guitars have a unique history that offer distinct feel. A Swede or Super Swede model features resonator fretboard, compensate wood material. So that's like a Richolite. So the good thing about that is, unlike wood, it's probably never going to expand or contract, so you never really have to worry about fret sprout, which is delightful in no matter what temperature. It also makes the neck a little bit more solid. So, I mean, it's still, probably a solid wood neck underneath the fretboard, but theoretically it shouldn't move as much. So it also provides excellent sustain and a smooth playing experience. They have a chunky, solid feel for rich, powerful humbucker tones with their Hangstorm pickups. So, there's a couple on here I wouldn't put on the list. Like the Reverend, I feel like shouldn't be on there. The Gretsch also shouldn't be on there. Then I think the Epiphone. So this is more like 7 options that are available. But yeah, no, Gibsons are ridiculously expensive. And especially Gibson custom shops. The second you get into the custom shop, if you're looking to save some money, Heritage, I believe they're made in USA. Eastman is another option too. If you're looking for like that specific nitro finish, all the other options are all poly, so you may or may not want that. But yeah, and also if you just don't want the Les Paul, if Gibson and Epiphone aren't giving you the specs that you want, or the cutaways that you want, or the 24 frets, the upper fret access, stainless steel frets, things along those lines, then you have other options available, other brands available. And there's a wide plethora. Firefly, if you're looking for something on the real cheap, you can get something decent for like $250. Stainless steel frets. Pickup's not the best, but that is what it is. So there it is. There you have it. I'm going to go to a concert tonight, I think, so that should be fun. But until next time, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, leave a like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And as always, have a good one.